Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm still dressed the same way from that video that I shot with my sister because I'm feeling so productive. So that's why I decided let me just shoot 2 times in one day. As you've seen from this title, I'm giving you guys a story time from when I almost dated a psychopath. And I didn't know because, hey, when you start from the beginnings, you think this person is so sweet, they're so nice, and all of that good stuff. But hey, it turns out, but okay, let's start from the beginning. I'm trying to be comfortable here. So what had happened was, me and a friend of mine went to Spa. It was late-ish, 7 p.m. and we were walking to Spa. So we walked to Spa because we wanted to walk. Walked to Spa, bought what we needed to buy, and on our way back home, imoto. I don't know how to explain this because no Johnny Walker, like being a direction if ngayo. So that is offish. So lo moto leyo yajika yapaka in front of us. And this guy, okay, when it parks in front of us, already we're thinking, hey, Bloemfontein Dagabawe. Hey, hijacking, hey, human trafficking, hey, don't, we're gonna wake up in China. Like, that's what we're thinking. So we're like, okay, no, it's fine. Let's be calm. When it comes down to it. But anyways, a guy comes out of this car as a at hi ladies, and he was sweaty, so he had that nice you get. So he comes to us and is like, hi ladies, how are you guys? I saw you all the way from Spa, and you know what, it's not safe for ladies to be walking at night and we're like, oh okay, yeah, it's not safe. And then he's like, you're so beautiful, like, can I have your number? I'm like, okay, and yeah, Chela again, well, basically, like this is what's happening in Chela. And then he's like, no, I just want to have your number so that if you ever wanna go out at night or to Spa, wherever you wanna go, just holler at me. Basically, he was saying, I'm offering my services if you need to go out and what to be safe. So I thought, okay, that's decent of you. I gave him my number. I'm like, sure, Coco, call me. It was a Friday night. Like, call me when you have time. Okay, fine. Like, I'm sure Safika ending at 7:30. Mugai did not waste time. He called me then, can I come see you? I'm like, today, like now, we just met, like, do you really want to come see me right now? Because he didn't know where I stay. So Kuma was like, should I give this person my address? Like, what should I do? I'm like, no, come tomorrow or come on Sunday after church, obviously. I'm like, just come after. Like, not today, not now. We just met you and you're a stranger. Okay? He's like, okay, sharp. Fine, gay. I'm busy with whatever I'm busy with. He calls me non-stop on that Friday. Like, he calls me non-stop and I was not answering because I'm like, that's a bit weird. 12 p.m. Is it 12 p.m. or 12 a.m.? Was 00.00. He's still calling me. And I was still up because I was probably watching movies or something. So I answer. When I answer, he's like, he's at a get together. Don't I want to drop by and have a good time? I'm like, I don't know you. I don't know your friends. I don't know where you are. Like, what if you can, or what if you are planning to do something funny? He's like, no, I just want to get to know you. No. I'm intrigued. I just want to spend time with you. And I'm like, okay. I didn't say okay. I was like, oh, that's nice. No, man, still, come tomorrow. Come on Saturday. And he's like, okay. Saturday, I wake up, 7 a.m., second phone, alumfana. Hi, can you send me your address? I just want to see you. I was like, oh, I was heartful. I was like, fine. I gave him my address, something I shouldn't have done. I gave him my address. He comes. Like, I'm sure within 10 minutes, 7, we have phone. 7:10, he's like, I'm outside. I'm at the gate. I'm like, that was quick. So already that tells me, okay, he was in the area because from Spa to my place is not that far. So he already knew that I stayed, within the area. So I open for him. He's like, I want to come in. Sharp, he comes in. And then from then, we started talking. So I was like, okay, he's decent, he's whatever. Like, That's cute or whatever. And while we're talking, I'm like, we should go on dates. Like, we should meet outside, like outside with other people. Like, you can't just always want to come to my place. And then he was always that person, no, I don't want us to meet in public. I'm a very private person. So whenever we met, from the time of knowing this person, we'd always meet at my place where there was no one else. It was only just once where I met two of his friends because they came with them. Anyways, let me not divert from what I'm saying. So we started talking, and at first I was like, okay, he looks decent, he looks cute or whatever. Up until, obviously, as you start talking to a person, the more you know them, you figure out whether you're interested or not, or whether you want to take this further. I knew Mugai is not the one. So for some time, I was trying to tell him that I am not interested. Guess what happens? When I'm trying to tell this person that I'm not interested, funny things start happening. Number one, like he was always, when I'm going to class, he's always outside my gate. I'm like, because obviously while we're talking, I'll tell him on Monday, Tuesday, don't. I have classes at this time, so we won't be able to meet or whatever. Like whenever I had to go to campus to class, I would find this nigga outside my gate. Like he's parked there. Like, ukempile bra. And I'll open the gate. I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, why didn't you call me? I didn't even know that you're here. I don't know. I knew you had class at this time. I'm here to offer you a lift to class. And I was like, Mugai. And sometimes he'd be there with his friends. And I'm like, friend, why don't you tell this person Balendo Enzayo is a bit psycho? So now I'd say, no thanks, I'm cool, I'm okay, whatever. And then I'll just walk with any of my housemates, walk to campus. Fine. That was the first thing, that was snacks. Second thing, this other time I'm coming back from campus, I come into my house, our commune. Mugai is inside the house, sitting with the girl I was walking with the first time we met him from Spa. So uhleli nalo girl. So I'm there like, Ahibo Mugel, so you and Uspa, made up name, are friends? I don't know, he came looking for you. When I was coming back from campus, so I figured Usive knows this person. Let me get him inside the house. So he was comfortable and all. I'm like, Hypo, how do you invite? Oh, it's fine. I was like, it's fine. And I'm like, Mugai, I told you I'm not interested. Like, why are you acting like this? Why are you trying to get inside our house when I'm not there? Like, these people I live with, and you have to respect them. If you don't respect me, you have to respect them. It's like, no, you've been avoiding me. You don't take my calls. When I offer you a lift to campus, I'll touch. I'm like, you need to stop doing this. Like, it's harassment now. Like, you can't do this. Fine. Then the next time, that friend who invited him in comes to me. Sive, at night, I think it was also 00.00. She comes to me, hi, it's urgent. Spa called me. I'm like, hi, Spa, ne number yako? Ati, yes, so Spa called me. He's crying. He's hyper, like, oh, he's going through the most. He's trying to get in contact with you. His mom is in hospital. His mom has cancer. He's not like in jail. A lot of people around him are sick, and he needs support. And I'm like, okay, fine, because now I was buying the whole story about is going through the most. I answer, I'm like, Spa, what's going on? Mama Kiakula, what's going on? Oh, Spa is giving me stories upon stories. At that time, I believed him. Hi, my mom is in hospital. My sister here, my car had an accident with what? Hey. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Hey, what? Fine. He's like, can I come see you? I'm like, okay. He comes. When he comes, he's coming with a girl. There was a girl in his car. Comes with a girl. I'm like, okay, I don't know who this girl is. Probably a friend. Doesn't matter. He comes, he tells me that stupid story about daughter. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I hug him or whatever. I'm like, oh, sorry. I'm trying to be a nice Christian and, Fine. After that, we don't speak for like 3 months. I think I went home. It was holidays or whatever. We don't speak for a long period of time. After like 3 months of him going missing in action, I was also missing in action, so it's partly my fault as well. He comes back, he calls that friend, because I don't know, for some reason they are now friends with that friend of mine. He calls that friend, and the friend comes to me like, okay, Uspa is back in Bloom and he wants to talk to you. I'm like, okay, why doesn't Uspa call me? Utakasena number yako. I'm like, okay, fine. Before I meet up with Uspa, a lady calls me. Kumxhosa. So I'm like, hello, hi, nguzbanbana sibizigama. I'm just calling to just let you know that you need to stay away from my boyfriend. I'm like, eh, boyfriend? That I know that you are seeing Uspa, Uspa has told me about you, and Uspa utwena awufuna uhlukana naye. I'm like, nigga, I haven't seen this person or spoken to this person in 3 months. And now we were not really dating because I didn't want him, and I tried to tell him, and he was doing some crazy stuff. It's like, no, and she is like, no, don't sis, you better stay away from my man. I'm crazy. Did he tell you that I destroyed his car? And then I remembered that time Uspaya City imoto yakhe was in an accident. So turns out Miguel is the one who destroyed the car. Nguye accident maker. She made the plots to happen. Anyways, I'm like, okay, sis, sorry, I'm gonna stay away from this person. Also, you should tell him to stay away from me. Fine. I thought that's it. Fine. We don't talk again for some time, Uspa. And then I receive a call late. The devil comes at night. I'm joking. But the Fumani called him. It's the same girl. Please come, I'm outside. Uspa, Don has an emergency. I'm with him. We're outside your gate. I go and I open the gate. Guspanyan, Nalokia. So I'm like, what's going on? What's good? What's happening? And then Miguel is like, I've been telling Uspa to forget about you. No. And then Uspa ngokuba umfuni egate uyangqola untombi andanobuncindile noba kwenzeka ntoni. I'm like, Spa, tell your girlfriend that me and you are not an item. And that I don't want you. So that you both leave. Because nihlala nibabini mos. Uspa, achieved the story. No, baby, utsho kulaa ntombi. No, baby, I've been telling Usive to leave me alone. Like, I've been keeping my distance, but she's the one. I'm like, how? How am I the one? And I don't know where his friend, how did he know? But there's a situation happening here. His friend comes by with his own car. The friend is like, hi, Usive, hey, we've been trying to, I'm like, what's going on? And no one is giving me the proper story of what's going on. So it was just the whole, hey, who are you? And I'm there like, Father, protect me. And then my housemates come out. They're like, hey, what's going on? Look 18, what's going on? Hey, should we call the police? Because Miguel is acting up. Go, and I'm for my name, the party. Did I motion the moto? Did I better the moto? I'm like, yeah, I don't have a car, so I don't care really. But I'd follow better. So my husband's like, what should we do? Should we call the landlord? Should we call the cops? What should we do? And I'm like, yo, guys, I don't know. But luckily, patrol car, yase campus was coming around. So they came when this whole debacle was happening. By Stopa, Bahamba, we came in. And I thought that's the end of it. Up until Uspa calls me again. He calls me. I'm like, Spa, what do you want? He's like, no, I just want to apologize. I just want to tell you the story. Can I come see you? I'm like, okay, sharp. He comes to see me with the girl again. So now I'm like, bayahlanya abantu and bafuna ungihlanyisa, and I refuse to hlanya with them. Like, mabangalinga bazongiqala kanti fine, they come in. And Miguel is like, no, I'm sorry. I'm here to apologize because of how I've been behaving. I was just going through the most. I'm depressed. I'm doing like, she had a story. Not like Uspa always has a story. So it's like they are both story makers. So I'm like, oh no, it's cool, girl, it's okay, I'm fine, I accept your apology. And then I thought that's that. Up until after some time, a week has passed after that apology. I come back to my place to find that there's been a break-in. So my laptop was stolen. My laptop was stolen, and mind you, I locked, closed all my windows. Like there was no way you're going. My laptop is gone. And now when we're asking around, trying to investigate what had happened, because my place is safe according to us, Kutwa Uspa was seen in the area. So moral of the story, guys, be careful. Be careful, because you never know. You can never tell. No one has psycho written here. So just be careful on who you let into your spaces. Because now I think, had I been careful from the beginning, he shouldn't have known where I stay. And I would not have been introduced to psycho girlfriends, psycho friends, psycho dondon, psycho family, psycho-ness. I would have been safe from all of that. But luckily, nothing was ever serious between us. Nothing ever happened, none of that. And thinking of nothing happening, this guy once came to my place. See a vibe again, drinking wine, and he's telling me he's a sexual being. Cherry on top of the cake, sexual being. I'm like, what should I do about that information? What is it supposed to do, accomplish? Like, no, I just wanted to let you know because I love you and all of that. I'm like, my guy, forgive me, I am not the one to fulfill your sexual beingness. I'm not the one. So yeah, guys, that was how I almost dated a psycho. Thank God I came back to my senses. In fact, it's like the inner me told me, he's not the one. He's not the one for you. Also, please don't be scared to tell guys that you're not interested, because if you continue to drag on, I said, no, you let me on, don't, and it becomes harder eventually to just remove the clothes from that situation. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the story. And I probably am forgetting a lot of other details that transpired, but that's all I could remember about how this guy was such a psycho nice person in the beginning. And then once I start knowing this person, I'm like, what shame. Anyways, we've come to the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There's more content coming. Thank you so much for your support. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye.